Hey everybody, Sean of All Trades here. Today we are going to be replacing an antique light fixture. So we're going to be presented with a lot of opportunities to address safety, old wires, and weird old fittings. For this project, you're going to need some wire strippers, a slot head screwdriver, a cordless power drill, or corded, just a power drill, some standard wire connectors, and some electrical tape. The first thing we want to do when dealing with electrics is turn off the power at the breaker box because we do not want to go to the hospital. That it? Nope. How about that? Nope. That it? Yep. Bingo. Now that the power's off of the box, I'm going to unscrew this fixture and see what we find in here. Yikes. We're going to start by unscrewing these screws that hold the wires to the fixture. Remember, you don't want to do this unless you're absolutely sure the power's off. What a mess. Normally, these wires are going to be insulated in white or black to indicate which one is the live wire. That's the black. I can't tell which one of these is which, so we're going to have to turn the power back on and figure out which one of these wires is live. I have a non-contact voltage tester. This is a great little thing I got from Home Depot. I think it costs about 20 bucks. And all you have to do is get it near a live wire and it should beep and sound. So let's give it a try. The power's back on. I have my non-contact voltage tester. Let's get it near this wire. It does nothing. Let's get it near this wire. Oh, there it goes. That is our live wire. Now, I'm going to turn the power back off so I can work with it safely. I've turned the power back off at the breaker box, but I'm going to check those wires one more time with my non-contact voltage tester just to be sure there's no power going through there. Check and double check. You'll thank yourself in the morning. There you go. There's our live wire. Nothing. Zippo. Here's the new fixture that we're installing. This is from IKEA. It's the Horologis. It's this nice pendant light. And it was supposed to come with this one little piece of hardware you hang it up with. We bought it as is. It wasn't in the box. Must be why they returned it. That's okay. We're going to use one I bought from Home Depot and just kind of jury rig it. But as you can see, you're supposed to screw it right into the electric box. Let's see what we have up there to screw it into. It looks like our original fixture was just screwed right through some drywall, and there is some plywood underneath it. Once we get up there, we're going to be putting this fixture in. We have two wires, one of each attaches to the wires we got going on up there, and we have a ground wire which will attach directly to the strap. Now, these aren't white or black either, they're just white. However, it says in my book that one of them has a tracer, which is an almost indistinguishable little ridge on the plastic. I think it's difficult to see here, but you can see it in real life and feel it. That is our neutral wire, according to the instructions. You are my live wire. Now I'm going to snip off these button hooks because we don't need this much exposed wire. We really need about 11 centimeters. Here's my little hanging bracket I bought from Home Depot. It's got a place for me to put my ground wire since this old thing doesn't have ground wires. They didn't have the ground back then, I guess. And the question is, will you fit? No, of course not. So this isn't ideal, but we are going to run it around the side. So what I'm going to try and do is fit this bracket up here and here and see if these long wood screws I bought will go straight into the plywood on top. Oh, definitely caught something there. I bought a couple little S hooks from Home Depot. I think if we thread one of these through here and then screw it back up in, this will be perfect to hold our Horologis. So let's get ourselves a little slack. This is all sort of make it up as you go along stuff. There's our hook. Attach that up there. And then when this goes up, it's not exactly flush with the top of the ceiling, but no one's gonna know. We got way more wire than we need to make the connection. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap the bottom part of this wire in electrical tape to insulate it. I'm gonna end up leaving about a 1/4 inch of exposed wire. This is our live side that we determined. So we're gonna take the live of these 2 wires, and according to my instructions, it is the one without these little ridges, this tracer on the side. And we're gonna connect it to this wire. And we do that by wrapping it clockwise around the end of the wire. And then we're gonna screw on a standard wire connector. This just goes on here, screws on clockwise, nice and tight, gets these suckers attached to each other. Oh, there we go. I'm gonna do the same thing with the neutral wire. I'm gonna wrap the bottom in electrical tape and then screw it on with the connector. And then, since this is a house from the Paleolithic era, there's no ground wires. What we're gonna do is we're gonna attach these 2 ground wires together and then screw them, I don't know if we can see here, to the little green nut on the bracket. Thank you. It's good enough for government work, as they say. Before I cozy this all up, I'm gonna go turn the power back on, put a light bulb in here, see if it actually works. Hey, let there be light. All right, I got the power back off. All these wires seem to be holding. So now what I'm gonna do is stuff them all inside this little pendant and screw this to the ceiling. And there you have it. We have our Hodges light set up in its antique fixture. Let's see if everything's working. Hey, on it goes. Whenever you're doing an electrical project like this around the house, safety first. If you're unsure about anything, don't do it or call an electrician. If you are doing it yourself, turn the power off at the breaker box. Use a voltage tester to make sure that those wires aren't live. These little projects are not worth a trip to the hospital. Please like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments section if there's anything that you'd like to see me fix around the house, and I'll see if I can get it done. For Sean of All Trades, this is Sean. See you next time. Meow.